the Amazon series basically was surrounded, your episode was around 4 nations. What was it like? How much were they around? Just like, I'm sure they caught some stuff that wasn't on there. So just talk about your experience with them. Talk about just 4 nations in general. I mean, people want to hear like what you were doing, what we were up to. Like, I mean, some of those practices, that was by far, that first practice was the hardest practice, not drills wise, but just being around with all those guys. It was the best hockey I've ever seen. Like that first practice, I remember getting ready in that morning. We're talking after Super Bowl party. Everybody's feeling the same way, like a little sluggish. And I'm just like looking around this room and I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me with this. Like this is going to be, you knew it was going to be an insane practice before even going out there, which is a crazy feeling.
Guys were so dialed in. Like there was, when that usually happens, guys put their hood ups and, like a little sluggish the next day. There are no hoods up. Guys are ready to work. I was like, all right, I'm bringing my AM. It's no hoods up there. Oh, we play here? Hoods up. Like, I'm a little hung today, a little stung.
Brady, the best part of that whole practice is I get out there, I'm doing like the hot laps, and I look over to the left. It's Brady warming up all 3 goalies by himself. Like nobody was coming to help him. He's going to like dot to dot shooting, going to the other dot. I look at him. He is just leaking, and practice hasn't even started yet.
I've never been more tired going into like the biggest practice of my life where I needed to be lights out and I was already bagged.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. That was another thing. So fun. And we had like one more practice and then we were right into it. Like it wasn't that much time where we were right into playing Finland. I think
that's the way Olympics is going to be the same thing. Like we fly over, have maybe 2 or 3 practices and like you're right in it. So like, at least we had that experience with some of the practices leading into it to know like what they're going to be. I mean, it's same coaching staff and everything. So it's going to be, that part's going to be great. One of my favorite parts before that whole, before the tournament were the night before the first game, or maybe it was the 2 nights before where, I think it was 2 nights before where we had the full team dinner where they brought in all the special guests to talk. And whether it was, like Guy Goudreau, Mike Modano, Rizzo, like everybody that was there, like Rob McClanahan was there. Like we had just the most incredible dinner, another team bonding night, but with some of the special guests, it was, emotional with some of them, just the stories, the incredible stories. And then after dinner, I remember Rizzo was like, I'm not going anywhere. So like a bunch of us stayed back and just continued listening to his stories, like all night. Talk about a guy that Brady, Mount Rushmore. How do we not say Rizzo? How do we not say Michael Rizzo?
Like to get the inside scoops of what changed USA hockey forever, 1980 Olympics. He's on that list.
Brady, like
he deserves to be on those. He changed USA hockey for the next generation, and then the '96 World Cup team changed it for our generation. Like there's just significant moments, but that is the mecca of significant moments
by
that
far
have changed hockey in USA.
By far the coolest guy you could ever talk to. So let's get into like game 1 here. So we're getting ready for game 1. I tell you what these games feel like. We're playing in Montreal. I mean, the booze, the warm-ups, flying out there. Was it me first or you first?
Nothing better. No, nothing better. It was I was in the 3-hole. You're in the 4-hole, and I don't think we've skated harder onto the ice
in my life
with no bucket in the Bell Center.
Maybe that's how I fucking hurt my groin.
Unbelievable.
First no bucket warm up.
Yeah,
flying.
just at the running start. Like there's nothing better than the running start, especially like because you never experience it like when Montreal's home side where it's like the double doors at the red line. Like that was really cool.
Our asses either fucking enormous. They weren't getting caught on the boards. Like we had some runway.
And I think I started running from the hall and I was like, all right, giddy up. Cause Millsy and Larks were already gone. I'm like, I thought I was right on their toes, right on their heels. But, no, then that, and just remember just leading up to that tournament, it was me, Millsy and Boldy to start it out. I think for 3 days straight, we were arguing who's going to be F1 our first shift.
Like 3 of some of the most skilled guys in the league. I love that though. That's what makes that's what makes a team like tick. I mean, it doesn't matter what position you're in, like what you're giving up. Like everyone has something that they're great at, and I mean, that's what impressed me so much at that tournament was like guys are willing to do whatever. Like you literally are some of the most skilled guys in the league talking about who's going to get the first hit. Like it's fucking insane.
But it's like, I love the argument because they're three big guys. Like you said, for like, I remember Millsy had like 4 steps on me, but I was telling him for 3 days straight that I'm going to be F1 and I'm no matter what. I went so far out of position just to get a lick on the guy with Millsy.
There's got to be.
Oh, 100%. Just way out of position. And then that game was so special.
Yeah, we're
like,
down 1-0.
It was just fun.
We're down 1-0, and you fucking get us on the board. Like so sick. You must have felt like
great,
insane.
Oh, great play by Bolds. Just the point legs. There's nothing better than point legs, eh? When you get it in the first period.
You're an idiot.
No, but it actually was like just so. It was so cool. Just those moments, just playing against Finland, playing against like some of the best players, like just the way we bounce back and you get a couple of cooks, Meeksy tips, help the kid out. And then you get the rollie.
You were,
like, what's better than getting the rollie at the end?
You
sour.
You're a fucking clown. That's what you are. No, I remember mom. I remember
when
mom
your second goal went in, I was like, no.
I remember mom and dad were like mad at me after the game. They're like, "How would you do that? Like, you had your fun like last year. Like, let Brady like win the player of the game. Like, fine." I'm like, "What the fuck you want me to do? I'm out there in the power play. It's laying right there. I'm putting it in."
Yeah.
They were mom was actually mad at me.
Oh, she's like, you should give him. I'm like, Mom, I didn't win. He won. It's his watch. Like, I'm not this like guy who's like, oh, we're inviting you to play this like we're good.
So. Player of the game is, I think they gave away, it wasn't a Rolex, but it was like some like nice watch. And so Brady has 2 goals in the first game and I had 1 in the third. I'm out there for like kind of like a graveyard shift power player was, but like there's no power plays in that tournament. Like you get like 1 or 2 a game, maybe. So like we were getting our reps in for against Canada and stuff. And so I threw us out there. I got like just like such an easy gift goal, did nothing to earn it and scored it. And Brady's on the bench, probably just like putting the hand out, like when the guys are coming.
Like, should have been out there. No, I was fired up because they dumped big 3 points for us.
Hey, they like dump it. Yeah, 3-2-1, right? You know what? We'll get into this on another one, but that's how the league should be. I swear. New rule, win regulation.
The Sens right now have a lot of OTs, so let's keep it 2-1.
Two's fine, but I mean, if you should get rewarded, and then in the playoffs, closer to like if you need a couple extra, you pull your goalie in regulation, might screw another team. I think that's my number 1 rule I would change. But
this is the Players Pod. We go from 4 nations to a random hockey rule. I like it.
We're trying to get more opportunity for players. I think it'd be great. We're just trying to grow the game, leave it in a better place than what we came in. That's what it is. So, okay, so we win that game. Mom's pissed at me for stealing your watch. We're on just like our whole team's on cloud 9. Like we just won the first game. We're feeling great. We're having the time of our lives, and we have a day off the next day where this is kind of where Amazon came back. Of course, there they are. After we played game 1, fucking, you had about 1 million hits. You scored a couple goals. Obviously, they're now in your back pocket, glued to you. So they followed us to lunch. They're like getting us going. They're saying everybody, the fans in Canada where we were having lunch or getting us going. I mean, it was just the most insane electric city. I just think everything went into that game was still, I've been lucky to play in some incredible games. It's still the most insane atmosphere I've ever played in my entire life. So like, what were you feeling? Like, remember driving the game?
It was nuts. It was like, you know what? I'm going to start off like that morning. Didn't really feel like anything special. Like it felt like, all right, this is going to be a big one. Like that's like, the big games, like just like, okay, like this is where you show up in these big moments. I had an unbelievable nap. I remember I was down for 2, just not a worry in the world. Saw Ryder before I left, gave him a little kiss, be like, hey, gotta go put on a show. No, I didn't say that to him, but I just saw him. Good tradition we got with him. And then I remember we got on the bus and just how like much of a buzz that place already had with all their Canada jerseys, flags. And I was like, all right, like it's go time. Like, here we go. Like, this is what it's all about. And they just had one thing on our mind, and that's just winning that game in the Bell Center. The place was rocking. so cool to have George St. Pierre. I didn't even know he was out there. GSP, when he announced Canada onto the ice, I had to watch a clip after. I'm like, he was on the ice at some point. Like, had no totally in the zone. Had no idea anybody else is out there.
You're staring at the middle circle, being like, "I'm the fucking my helmet's gonna be off in here in about 2 minutes." Of course, you can't focus.
I'm about to just.
I'm shocked you didn't ask him to fight. Jesus. But no, that was
just hey.
I remember that, like, that lead up, and I we should have known it was coming, because I mean, everyone wants to hear like what our mindset was going into that game, and like it wasn't just to like, it wasn't single handedly to like fight like whatever. Like, we were going there as an away team, and a bunch of us, whether there was fights or not, whether guys fought or not, like half the team, I mean the whole team is like, how are we going to go into this away rink, the most hostile environment most of us have ever played in, and kind of like flip the script on like Canada? You give them credit, like they've, up in that point, and still after winning 4 nations, like they control hockey right now. Like they do, like they've deservedly won. And this was our one moment of like 10 years of built up like animosity with the countries. Like, I remember youth hockey, we even hated playing against Canada. Like, it's just natural. Like, you just are born into it. Like, there's no other choice. And then when finally that was announced, like that we were playing them on a Saturday night in Montreal, I was like, this game, months before it even happened, I'm like, this is going to be the most insane game ever, most insane start. It's going to be the most intense hockey ever. And then when when Sully came in and said Ike's his line and Charlie and Z or whatever, and it fucking was.
Honestly, that's where I got nervous, was when I saw our name circled on and I'd like told that we were going. The only reason why I was nervous is because I knew, like, how they do theirs and then we do ours. Doing theirs, I'm like, all right, well, I know who he's going to ask to fight. And I got so nervous. I'm like, this is where my brother came out. I'm like, please don't let my brother get his ass kicked on this stage. Like, please let him throw a couple.
Well, no, because that's what we were
doing. A good job.
Because that's what we were talking about at the start before we even got out there. Yeah. Like, right when our names were announced, I look at you, I go, or no, I think it was even before, because we didn't know who was starting for them yet. That's what it was. Yeah. We just knew who was starting for us. I go, whoever the left winger, I'm asking him to fight. If they say no, I'm asking the left D or whatever it was, like something like that. Yeah. I'm like, there's just gonna be no choice. I mean, it could have been one of our favorite players growing up said, like, I mean, it just would have happened. Like, I would have asked, probably would have said no, but it was just insane. And then you were like, all right, then I'll be next. And then that's literally like how it organically happened. And then, I mean, guys were just, nobody had any idea what was going on when we were just so fired up in the locker room. And that was our chance as a team to really flip the script. And I feel like not only like the guys who fought, like it was everybody. It was the most competitive, like exciting, team-oriented brand of hockey. And like, I felt so proud to like represent my country. I always feel proud, but like that game in particular, like I could not have been more proud to be on that team and in that setting. Like, it was just, I mean, it almost makes you emotional thinking about like playing for your country and being in that stage and doing it with you and doing it with that group. And just absolutely incredible. And just a game I will never forget for the rest of my life.
Oh, it was such like a resilient moment too. Like just going down 1-0, places buzzing, and just, I love how we just, with that, like that group and our group, like just stick with it. Like the belief is there every shift. Like there wasn't one negative guy either. Like it was like a full buy-in, full like sacrifice. And that's what made that so fun, just how close, because everybody wanted that. Like that was their sole focus, was winning that tournament. And that's what I'm excited about for the Olympics, is that like, that's all people are, like our teammates, staff, coaches, all the like we're one goal and we're focused on one goal. And I'm so fired up just to see what that buy-in and sacrifice is going to look like, because it's going to be even more than it was in 4 Nations. And I thought that was the most that I've seen.
No, I know we talked about it. On the other one that we did, but like just the feeling after that final loss, which we'll get into that too, because we have to talk about that as well. But like it just fuels you more. Like you have to lose before you win, I think. And that's the extra motivation, extra fuel that we need. But like, it's just so crazy to me. Like you say, like the buy-in of players on that team, like people don't realize, I think watching, because like you just see a group of 12 forwards, 60 or 13, 7 and 3. But like we have like 100-point guys that aren't even playing the power play. Like Millsy's a 100-point guy, and he was like playing PK and taking all the D zone draws, and like just so happy to do it, and so like such a team first like competitor. And I was like, holy shit! Like,
what about Dylan Larkin too?
Incredible.
Like he had a huge Four Nations. Like, what was he like in the locker room as well? Like that guy was unbelievable.
Quater, he was unreal. He started off as, I think, fourth line right or left wing, and just like one of the best players in hockey, and an incredible teammate, incredible leader. Just
great guy,
great guy.
Like,
and ended up being one of our
yeah.
best players. Like by the end of it, I felt so.
And it shows like, I feel like it shows like a special player when he can play with like legit anybody and still be at his best. Like that takes versatility, and he's one of the most versatile guys in the NHL.
He might have played
so fun to share with him.
I mean, he didn't play line 1 or 2 center because that was Austin Ikes, but like I think he played every other 10 forward positions at one point. Like he was just everywhere. It was insane.
He took your spot
when I got hurt in the finals.
Down. Yeah, and he
played,
like you said, he played everywhere.
He was great, fun player to watch. On one guy too, I learned a lot from watching him how good he was in practice. I was like, damn, like this guy, like that's why, like, I mean, I don't wish all these teams in the league can play in playoffs, because I want to play in playoffs, and I'm selfish that way. But like, I feel like he's a guy, like if he's in playoffs, people just realize how good he is. I think, man, at that term, he definitely showed it. He was sick.